There's a number of things you have to remember if you're going to make movies. And the first one is that you're a storyteller. Whatever you're doing, whatever craft you're doing, particularly if you're the director of photography, you're a storyteller. So if you're doing a documentary, research your story. If you're doing a drama, read your script and understand the story you're trying to tell. Secondly, always remember to ask. If you are not sure what your director is wanting, or you're not sure how much kit you can reasonably order, ask the director or ask the producer. You need to know. Then you can trim what you're trying to do to give them the absolute very best within the facilities and the requirements that you're asked for. Third thing I would say is once you start to get your career going, get the very best gaffer you can possibly afford. Your gaffer is your chief electrician. They have worked with dozens of other cameramen. They've got many more ideas and much more experience than you have. My regular gaffer, Gary Willis, still, I think, is probably a more knowledgeable lighting person than I am, and he gives me all that knowledge as part of our working relationship. You cannot do better than get the finest gaffer you can possibly get your hands on. They are worth their weight in gold, quite literally. Number 4 is very much like number 3. Assuming you're on a big enough unit and they can afford it, get a really good camera operator. If you can find one you've got empathy with, you're not going to have to be talking to them all the time, telling them what you want or asking them to do things. They'll be offering it. And if you're working your way up and you become the camera operator, offer ideas quietly to your governor. He will take them on board. You don't want to show off. Show-offs on film sets don't become very popular. We look after each other in a quiet way, and the thanks will always be there at the end of the day. Number 5 is be heard to say it. If you're in a pre-production meeting and there's something you're not really very nice with, or you're working on a set and somebody's asked you for something you know you really can't deliver, tell them. And then tell them you'll do your best. Because it's not fair to raise expectations beyond the facilities you've got, for instance, or the number of people you've got to build a set, or the number of sparks you've got to put the lights up. You've got to make people aware of it. Then they can help you by making decisions saying, I really need that, will you try and do it? Or, oh, that's all right, I can easily make that simpler. But if you don't have that communication skill, if you're not heard to say it and heard to ask, you're never going to work as a team. And it's never too late to start working as a team.